In this video, we're going to work on examples 2.3 and 2.4 from your book. If you'd like to follow along, open the file Chapter 2 Classwork.xlsx from My Courses and click on the EX 2.3 Worksheet tab. In the first example, we're going to compute the net present value for this investment where you invest $25,000 in fixed costs and generate these cash flows. So to calculate the NPV, we're going to use the NPV function, which takes the present value of a stream of payments at a certain discount rate, and then we'll subtract the fixed cost. So we're going to click in cell B8 and type the formula equals NPV. Notice how it tells us that we're returning the net present value of the investment. Open the parentheses. The first thing it's going to ask for is the rate. That's why it's bolded and listed first. For the rate, we're just going to click on cell B6, then type a comma. Now it's going to ask for the values. So for the values, we're just going to select cell C4 and swipe out to select the range C4 to H4. Once we see NPV, B6, C4 to H4, close up your parentheses, type a minus sign, and then click on the 25,000. Hit enter to accept the formula, and the answer, $11,975.81, matches figure 2.4 in your book at the bottom of page 44 and tells us that this investment earns more than 3% per month. Now let's move on to if statements. So click exercise 2.4 worksheet tab, EX 2.4 worksheet tab, and in this example we're first going to use an if statement in column K to say that if the quantity is greater than or equal to 10,000, it is a large order. Otherwise, if the quantity is less than 10,000, it is a small order. So to put in our if statement, click in cell K4, then click the Formulas tab. In the Function Library group, click Logical, and then If. So notice the syntax. First we put in the logical test, then we tell Excel what to do if the test is true, and then we tell Excel what to do if the test is false. So first, making sure you're in the logical test box, click cell F4, and then ask if it is greater than is shift period, or equal to, so greater than or equal to is the greater than sign immediately followed by the equal sign, 10,000. So 10000. Do not type a comma, otherwise you'll be asking if F4 is greater than 10. Now click in the value if true box. If you want it to be a number or a formula, you don't have to put in the double quotes. But if you want to put in a label or text, you need the double quotes. So in the value if true box, type double quote, and then the word large, and then close up your double quotes. In the value of false, type your double quotes, type the word small, and close up your double quotes. Notice on the side, Excel is telling us that for cell F4, the statement is in fact true. So it has the two options of large and small, and it will actually put large as the answer in this cell because cell F4 is greater than or equal to 10,000. So all we do is click OK. Make sure the active cell is K4, which has the formula in it, and then hover over that fill handle. Remember the skinny plus. Once you get the skinny plus, just double click and it will copy the formula all the way down column K. And notice we do have some larges and we do have some smalls as well, where the quantity is less than 10,000. Now we're going to enter column L, where they're asking us to tell us if the order is large and the cost per order is greater than or equal to 25,000. We're supposed to put in the word critical, otherwise just leave it blank. So in this case, we're going to use a combination of an if statement and because we need two things to be true in order for our if statement to be true. So click in cell L4, click that Formulas tab if you need to. In the function library group, click Logical, and then if. In the logical test box, you're going to type the word and, A-N-D, and then open up the parentheses. You can put in several arguments, all separated by a comma, but this way, for the statement to be true, all of them have to be true. So the first thing that we're going to ask is if K4 equals large, and because it's a label, we have to put it in the double quotes. So, and open parentheses, K4 equals, open quotes, large, close quotes, comma, then the second one, if G4 greater than or equal to 25000. No commas, and we don't need the quotes because that's a number. Now we're going to close up the parentheses, and we can see that statement is true for row 4. So in the value of false, we're going to type double quotes, critical, and close up the double quotes. Now we could leave value of false empty, but we might have unfortunate results. It might fill false all the way down the column, or it might fill zeros all the way down the column. So to make sure that column L is blank, what we're going to do is type a double quote and then close up the double quote. So we've just given Excel the instruction to put nothing in the cell if that statement is false. So now all we have to do is click OK. Make sure we're on cell L4, that L4 is the active cell. Hover over that fill handle, double click, and those cells that are blank, it may look like that they're blank, but if you click on one and then double click, you'll see that it actually contains an if statement. So we've now just completed examples 2.3 and 2.4 from your book.